A good way to decide whether you have to multiply or divide is to try to picture the problem in your head. We're going to do that with the next problem. I'm going to turn the page here. And here I've written down a word problem for you. 4 students can sit in each row of a school bus. 38 kids are getting on the bus. How many rows will they take up? Now the temptation here is to pick out those two numbers, 38 and 4, and just slap them together. But are we multiplying or dividing? Now I see that 38 kids, I can picture them in my head standing on the curb outside the bus. I can picture that bus waiting there empty. I can see those 38 kids getting on the bus and filling up the rows. And that tells me, this must be a division problem because they're splitting themselves into equal groups of 4 as they sit down in those rows. Now in this problem, 38 divided by 4, let's write it down. Let's imagine our divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Now 4 can't go into 3, so I have to look at the whole number 38 together. Now 4 can go into 38 how many times without going over? Good, 9 times. Multiply, 9 times 4 is 36. Subtract, 38 minus 36 is 2. Well, okay, when I answer my question here I get 9 remainder 2. That's the correct answer to my problem, but it doesn't really answer my question. How many rows are these kids going to take up? Well, 9 of my rows will be totally full, but that last row is going to have 2 kids in it. So my answer is really, they're going to take up 10 rows in that bus. Now you remember estimating with division. We've had lessons on this before, but let's remind ourselves. When you are estimating with division, you're going to be rounding, but not necessarily to the nearest 10 or the nearest 100 or the nearest 1,000. Remember, with division, we are finding the nearest compatible number. So remember, we're asking ourselves, what number is closest to the number they gave me and can be divided evenly by the number they gave me? So for example, 39 divided by 4. Well, what is the closest number to 39 that can be divided by 4? 40. 40 is really close to 39. It's only 1 away. And if we divide that by 4, we get the even answer, 10. Okay, well, let's find a compatible number for 26. 26 divided by 5. The closest I can get to 26 is 25. That can be divided evenly by 5. 25 divided by 5 equals 5. So 26 divided by 5 is about 5. Now what's the closest I can get to 40 when I'm counting by 7s? 42 is the closest I can get. And 42 divided by 7 gives me the answer, 6. Now some of these numbers you're able to pick out right away because you're very, very good at those one-digit multiplication facts. But when the numbers get bigger, it helps to know some divisibility rules. This one is really cool. This is the divisibility rule for 3s. If you're listening right now, color in the circle all the way. Now the divisibility rule for 3s is easy and it's cool. You add the digits of the number you're dividing. Are they a multiple of 3? If they are, then you can divide the number by 3 evenly with no remainder. This only works for 3s, but it works for every 3. Let's do some examples on the next page. I've got 4 numbers here. One of them can be divided evenly by 3. The others can't. What we're going to do is use our divisibility rule to figure out which one. Well, I'm going to add up the digits of 56. 5 plus 6 equals 11. Will I get to 11 if I count by 3s? Nope. 56 is not divisible by 3. All right, let's add up the digits of 64. 6 plus 4 equals 10. Is 10 a multiple of 3? If I count by 3s, will I ever get to 10? 3, 6, 9, 12. Nope. 64 cannot be divided evenly by 3. All right, let's try 45. Let's add the digits. 4 plus 5, that equals 9. Is 9 a multiple of 3? Will we get to 9 if we count by 3s? Yes. 3, 6, 9. 45 can be divided by 3 because the sum of its digits are a multiple of 3.